Oh, did that work? Are we live? Oh, okay. Looks like we are live. So what I did was I just restarted the stream. Hello. I am. Okay. Is it live? I believe so. Everything looks like it's live. Okay, so I just got the dual stream feature on YouTube. This is a really new feature which lets you automatically stream to both mobile and desktop YouTube at the same time. So I actually was doing this already with a few like third-party plugins, and it was kind of a pain in the butt. But then as I was starting to do it, YouTube released this feature, and I was just like, I'll just wait for it to come out. So what we're going to do in this stream is basically just set it up, test everything. I need to create a setup in OBS so that this will look good on both the mobile as well as desktop version. So I imagine in the future we would be able to actually send two different streams to YouTube. So this is just going to be a temporary setup, but it's not too big of a deal to set up something that works for both. So all we're going to do here is, well, let's just get rid of, okay, let's just get rid of everything. We're just going to have the webcam and, oh God, was I doing two audios? I believe I was having two audios there. I did have two audios. That's peculiar. Okay, so I copied over a scene collection from a different one, and I need to remove a bunch of random stuff that I no longer need. So I do not need an audio output capture. Background image, display capture, main monitor, side monitor. Okay, so we will be using these two, and we'll have my webcam overlay. So my goal is, okay, let's open up, I already have it open, my whiteboard app. So what we are making is a consistent setup for the biologist help desk. This is a, well, it's a what is the right word? Content idea, stream of ideas. It's basically a format I want to do where I basically answer questions about biology, and I just live stream it like this, and then we answer them using Okay, so if I do display capture 2, using my whiteboard app. So, boom. You know what? Let's make this a window capture instead. So this will do whiteboard. And so this will only ever select Microsoft Whiteboard. Okay. So now, Microsoft Whiteboard. What is it? That is not what the whiteboard looks like. What is going on here? Why is it white? Do I gotta like update the page? Why is Microsoft Whiteboard all white? They're supposed, you could see, what the hell? You can see both of these are messing up at once. Like the one behind it shows the display, and then, so it should look like this right now. But for some reason when I do the display capture, what is going on here? I've never had this issue before. Capture method. Oh. Odd. Okay, yeah, capture cursor. I don't know what SDR is. Okay, there we go. So I'm doing a display capture instead of a window capture because look what happens when I navigate away on my second window. Wait, I shouldn't have done that. I actually messed that up. That was actually my bad, my B. Basically, when I navigate away on the second window, it shows what's ever on the whole display. So like right now I have YouTube up, but I just want to show the whiteboard. So what we're going to do is set up the whiteboard to a consistent size. Meaning that every time I drag it around on the menu, it actually stays the same size. So right now you can see that like as I drag it around on the display capture, the actual window, which is this one right here, doesn't update. That is just pulling whatever the size variable is. It doesn't pull the position variables. So, for example, if I change the size, it will also change the size. Ooh, come on. Notoriously difficult to grab the edges. Come on now. Come on now. There we go. So if I change the size, it also changes the size of the window capture because the window itself is changing. So what we're going to do is... So I have these consistent sizes that I use. We could set it up like this. Basically, I'm trying to... So let me describe to you my physical setup. I have a vertical monitor and I have a horizontal monitor. And what I'm trying to decide is if I want this whiteboard to be vertical, like something. Okay, let's get rid of the display capture, put the whiteboard underneath the webcam. Basically, I'm just trying to decide if I want to do all of the authoring on the second monitor, the vertical monitor. So it would look something more like this. Or I could just do it like this. So this is sort of the issue I'm running into. Okay, so let's do it like this, because I believe this will then be the exact size. Okay, let me scooch ahead. On mobile, oh, mobile really, mobile, no, that can't be the right size. No. If so, mobile is cropping. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm dumb. Have more space. I'm just like kind of zoomed in on OBS. Okay, so this is if I put the entire thing up on the second monitor. I'm almost leaning towards this setup. And then making it to where everything I need to pay attention to is on the second monitor. And then for the actual, so the issue is I also want it to look good for the desktop. Like I don't want to be entirely mobile first, even though the mobile viewership is way higher. That was a weird thing I noticed whenever I was doing these tests of like how to set up for both desktop and mobile, is that the mobile viewership was like multiples, like orders of magnitude higher. Okay, so let me grab my whiteboard, my tablet. Okie dokie. So this is my drawing tablet. It's what I use for drawing on the whiteboard. So let's do a mock-up. Just a quick little test of, okay, does this, I don't know if this cable works for this purpose. I actually don't think it does. Okay, keyboard, can you hold a charge for me while I switch you? I need to get another cable, it seems. Okay. And the pen is right over here. So, okay, so we need to open up pen tablet. This is a software. I can show you what I'm doing here. Okay, so actually I do need to have a, okay, so we called this, okay, we are going to rename this to whiteboard. Name is already in use. Rename whiteboard small. Okay. And then we are going to duplicate that scene. And we are going to do display small. So what I'm doing is I'm setting up a second scene that instead of doing whiteboard shows the display. So if I want to actually show you something that's on the screen, this is what I'll do. So right now I'm trying to show you my pen tablet. So it shows, basically this is how I decide which screen to do it on. So I choose the identify, there we go, monitor 2. And so now my tablet is synced to the second monitor over there. So you can see as I move it around, it also moves the pen, right? So, oh, we need to pen tablet, rotate. Yes, there we go. So now I go up, I go down, I go left, I go right. And now the boundaries of my my tablet are the boundaries of my vertical monitor. So what this means is that whenever I switch back over to my whiteboard display and I switch over to the whiteboard, this now means that I can draw and write easy. So kind of what I need to do then, okay, so one, when I'm doing this, I think I can make myself much smaller. I think the main point is all of the stuff that's here. Boom. So, I mean, on desktop, okay, so then on desktop, I need to make it look kind of visually appealing, so I'll turn on that background. Let's see how that looks. Oh, that looks... So that's kind of my issue with desktop, is that it's always going to look like a mobile first stream. And that's where I'm struggling with it. The other option is to make this, I mean, yeah, but if the... So the other option is to make the window more vertical, more horizontal. And basically it means on mobile there'd be like a bit cut off, which also means like I wouldn't have to worry about my face and me cutting off any elements. I mean, that's, you know, kind of a minor issue at the end of the day. Something I can fix pretty easily, just pay attention to. But let's actually test that out. So if I did another duplicate whiteboard wide, let's do it. Let's do a wide one, a wide boy. Okay, so wide. So if I want to do this whiteboard and I wanted to make it mobile, so one option is to, yeah, okay, let's do this. Let's figure this out. So I think we need to go with that. Sorry, I need to check this out on the live stream. Okay. So actually a little bit bigger. I can afford to make it bigger. Oh no, because it's still going to be cropped. Yeah, okay. So we do got to do it. Yeah. Okay. So doing it. What? Oh. Yeah. Okay, so doing it this way is the best way. In terms of having some type of setup that is going to work on both desktop and mobile. So my trick then is, how do I make it look good for mobile or desktop? How do I make this look better for desktop? So some of it is just filling in this dead space. So if you're on mobile and you're kind of like confused, I have this. How can I show you this? I guess I could show you it like this. Oh yeah, no, I could just do the display. Okay. So yeah, I have a a vertical view and a horizontal view. And so I can turn on this background for the desktop viewers, and it does look a little bit better, I think. But still a lot of dead space. Oh, also this is way too wide. Looking at the stream up here, you can tell it's like cut off. So I feel like I should probably add on to here the widths of stuff, you know. Oh, well, if it's just a display capture, we're just gonna make it the display height. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah, so I mean, it's not the end of the world if I don't fill up the sides. One trick I could do, let me switch back to the whiteboard one. One trick I could do is, where is duplicate? Copy, and then paste. No. So what I could do is this. Let me add a filter, an effect. We will add a, do I just do the inverse? Do they have an, no, it's not the inverse. Yeah. So let's add a, how do I add a image mask? Is that what I need? Alpha. Did I not have a blending tool? Or a blur tool in is there not like a blurring tool in OBS? I thought there was, actually. Like, genuinely, I thought there was a blur tool that I could do. I mean, I can like change the opacity, I guess. Let's just do that really quick and then see what happens. So yeah, one like genius. Oh shoot, I linked them. That's so annoying, dude. I hate that. Yes, remove the color key. I mean, yeah, so one kind of idea is to do something like this, where we duplicate it, filters. We need to make sure we actually add the right. Oh, wait. I need to delete that, actually. So we need to duplicate. Where is delete? I feel like I'm always looking. There we go. Yes. So let's see here. Okay. Awesome. Let's just see about this. Properties. So filters, an effect, color correction, opacity, brightness. Yeah, defaults, just tone down that opacity just a tiny bit. Close. So yeah, this is, will this be distracting? Will this be distracting at all? Let's find out. Oh my god. So my worry, is this too, this actually looks kind of clean, doesn't it? I'm not opposed to it. I just would like to blur the background a bit more. Oh, why don't we put it underneath the image and then put a filter on the image? Color correction. Why don't we just filter out the image? Why don't we just filter out the image? less opposed to this. I think we can still do a bit more. I think we can turn that off, actually. Let's turn off the color correction. Close. And then on images. Yeah, I'm not opposed to this. Okay, so... Oh, no, wait. That's not... I don't want to close it. That's annoying. But hey, at least it's just full every time. So the way I would do this session is someone would ask a question. I'd put it up, you know, up on the screen. So if the question is... Let's zoom in here. Let's go... What is 100%? Let's make it the same. So, okay. Are these, oh yeah, no, these are at 4. I don't want these at 4. I need these at 3. Okay. 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 Okay, so this is looking good. And I like this setup better because it gives me more screen real estate on the on my main window. So this actually is a little bit better for me to manage things because my biggest struggle when I'm streaming is just having everything. It just kind of sucks that it's like, I don't know, I go back and forth, and if it sucks that it's mobile only or mobile centric, like mobile focused. Because like I am a desktop person, I am a desktop user, but most people are watching YouTube on mobile. So I think like right now it's probably fine to do it in this way, and I think it's I feel personally that I would rather service where most people are at and build a larger mobile forward community, knowing that in the future I will probably have the ability to actually make double custom streams and not have to do this weird kind of crop thing. So I mean, the other option is just to be very, very desktop forward and then just like crop it down like I was saying earlier. But this is really nice. Like I genuinely enjoy this, and I know just a lot of people are mobile, so it kind of feels like instead of catering for desktop, because that's what I use, I feel like I should just cater for mobile. Yeah, so the way I would make this work, so this would be the okay, so we are, so I am having a little bit of biologist help desk. So the goal of this series is to essentially answer any type of biology related questions, specifically, you know, ones that focus on biologists. And I want this to be a series that achieves multiple goals all at once. So the first like primary goal is, of course, to help out biologists, right? That is the number one goal, is to provide helpful resources for biologists. But what types of resources can we provide? Well, the first tier that we're providing is the live streams. So this is like a really good just Q&A session. I also want to tie these in to our co-working sessions. So maybe there's like a day where I dedicate to streaming all this biology stuff. You know, maybe I just say Tuesdays are my day, right? And from basically when I wake up to when I go to sleep, I am live. And what we'll do is we'll do some sessions of this help desk. We'll do some co-working streams where we just buckle down and co-work. And then I think, I don't know what else I want to do. The help desk is like the big one I want to do. So let me focus on that, and let me just kind of word vomit. So the help desk is again meant to be any type of biology related question. So if someone, the people I see tuning in could be students, professionals, or we'll say like the kind of quasi professional students, right? So grad students, for example, ones that are professionals, but they're also still students. So that's actually who I mainly target as grad students. So these questions could be anything from like, can you explain genetic drift for me? I'm in an ecology program I don't understand, all the way up to how do you plot simple features in R, right? So my goal is to have a variety of questions that can be asked, and then we all answer them live, or we try to figure out the answer. But with this new feature, we can also pull clips. And it seems on the YouTube front, I can create highlight videos. Wow, that's really cool. So if I go to my display really quick, look at this. On the live stream side, I'm not revealing anything. So I can actually like make highlights live and post those as like a YouTube short. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. So my goal for this is, of course, to make explanations that I can immediately put out as a highlight. So I had like a small series where I tried to do this out, not live, but like recorded. And what I found is, okay, let me go back to the whiteboard display. Yeah, what I found with it is that I personally did not really enjoy making them because I struggled finding the right questions. And the questions didn't feel authentic, and the point was to look like this. So now what I imagine us doing is answering some question or talking about some concept or just doing something and then making highlights from it, pulling information, pulling things, and like being very intentional about creating short form video from these sessions. So my goal is to kind of like flood the zone with a whole bunch of shorts. So all of these, YouTube is great for them, but I also want to cross post them to Facebook and Instagram, kind of just do a whole lot of different types of content. Yeah, but this is all going to take some time. I just wanted to set this up today, kind of do the first, the first like big bite of the elephant to try and figure it out. But we'll do like another additional set of streams in the future. But for now, I am logging off. Cool. Looks like it'll work really